So here, you can see what I mean. We have the zombie soul. We don't have the merman or bat. We can also see, well, if I hadn't just jumped out of it when I did, we can see the drop, cloth tunic, and base lark. If it shows question marks, that means there's still an item. If it's just 3 lines, then they have no item. And we can, you know, tell the experience they're worth. So mermen are actually going to be better for us than bats and zombies. And they have little descriptions, which I didn't mention, but you probably saw. So anytime I look into this, I'll try and read the ones I haven't read yet. So let's start with bat. A blood-sucking bat that lurks in the castle. Yeah, okay. Zombie, a rotting corpse animated by magic. Merman, lives close to the shore and attacks anything that comes near it. And that's all that we found. And our soul completion is already at 1.7% for 2 souls. How nice. And it completely escaped my mind to equip the zombie soul. It's not that great right now, but honestly, since we have no other of the yellow souls, which I can't remember what each of them are called. I know bullet soul, these are your passives, so that's something that's always active if a condition is met, or just always active. And then you have the have to be activated by pressing R, and that can either be by holding down R or just a single press. I'll need to look up what each of the souls are besides, well, the red, because my brain does not retain that well of information that I don't need to use constantly. So for right now, we're going to be doing a bit of level grinding on the mermen, just because, well, we need the levels, and I want their soul. It's not great, but it's a different option. Come on, you. Oh yeah, and of course the winged skeleton spear sticks around a tiny bit, so you can get a bit of an extra effect out of it. Come on. Look, you jerks. Just pop up so I can stab you. If I had turned fast enough and launched a spear. Come on then. I'll try my best to cut out grind sessions. Okay, I'll go back to this after I save. And that's just because I can then continue my thought and plan out my cuts for episodes, because I'm recording these in one giant recording. I'm not going to stop the recording unless it's for something major. The wonders of recording instead of streaming. You got a lot more freedom to stop whenever you need, and if something gets caught up, nobody will ever know. No one will ever know the mistakes that were made, except for the diligent ones. Like, and if anybody notices this and says in the comments, wow, great for you, truly. You notice something that a lot of people probably wouldn't notice, because it's such... I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I tried to edit the end of Super Metroid with the Mother Brain fight. Ah, there's our merman soul. Fires a water pistol. But anyway, with that, I did a sneaky little edit during the Mother Brain fight. And the one person who I had right in front of me and who watched that segment didn't notice it. And it's because the only reason you could tell if I edited in a different recording there is a part of the screen you don't look at. Okay, so let's switch over to Merman to show that off. Yep. Come on. Ah, you deceptive range. All right, we grabbed a cape. So this is how this is how things go. You have a hand item, which is your weapon. You have a body item, which is your armor, and then you have an accessory, which is, well, an accessory. It's something optional that is just really there to give you a bit of extra stats. In this case, the cape is increasing our defense. We're going to find something that replaces it pretty soon, I hope. And right now I could go back and try and grind for the Bat Soul. And if I switch from Merman to Winged Skeleton, you can see the difference in cost is 2, and that's, you know, why go with the expensive one? Besides, the Winged Skeleton is... Oh, now you give that to me! You don't know how many skeletons I killed in the prior recording attempt. All to try and get this soul, and now it's just given. I don't need to worry about the bats right now. If they're going to be the finicky one, it's fine. I don't need the bat soul right now. I do need it eventually, but for right now, I'm just content with going through this. So right there was an axe armor. That's a boss door, by the way. Ignore it for now. Axe armor souls are something I also haven't gotten yet. Same with the skull arch. Well, actually, no, I did get the skull archer. So I would like to try and get the axe armor soul, but because of the placement in this room, we can't really do that quickly. I mean, I can, you know, 3-shot them, but it's not really something I can easily take care of. And just to go through it, axe armor, an armored soldier that wields an axe. They do drop an item. And then there's the skull archer, a skeleton archer. How descriptive. I don't really mind when I get the skull archer soul, but I do want the item from the axe armor, so, because it's actually a really nice item to have, as it completely undoes the grinding we did against the zombies. Not completely, but it does kind of replace an item we got from the zombies. It's not going to be a weapon, by the way. It's that clearly says it's going to be armor. And right there I showed up, you know, a classic Castlevania feature. You can take care of projectiles by just attacking them. So yeah, Soma's reflexes honed enough to be able to smack a giant axe out of the sky. And it doesn't matter if we get the item or not. Besides, I need health for the upcoming battle. Now, our first real boss isn't going to be for a while. right now, I think we should just head in. Here's the creaking skull. How convenient that our first soul is so useful at killing this thing. So yes, the creaking skull has now been downgraded to standard enemy. And it didn't drop its soul on our first encounter with it. It would have been nice to have gotten, but it's not needed. Right there we got the Castle 1 map. And for that, we can press back or select. Whichever you prefer. They're kind of interchangeable. And this gives us our map. Now, without the map item, you can't see the entire castle of rooms you haven't gone into yet. Here we have a peeking eye, or a peeking eye, and right behind where it's at, we have a hidden wall. Now, the peeping eye is an enemy I really want the soul of. And right here is the best spot for trying to grind for it. So, here's the first. Alright then. First grind session came out perfectly. So, the peeping eye identifies breakable walls. That's really nice. And of course, we still have the skeleton and bat souls to show off. So the skeleton, you throw a bone. It's a crummy axe sub-weapon. And then you have the bat, which releases a supersonic, or attacks using supersonic waves. Personally, I just keep the winged skeleton. It's just so good. And to go through enemies, this just means we have the axe armor and skull archer to go through. So, the peeping eye, the castle's designated watchdog, 8 experience. And this is a part of the bestiary that helps. Once you've collected something's soul, you press down on its entry to view its soul effect. So let's head to the right here. Well, we have some water. And that's going to make things interesting because, well, Soma can swim, but he can't really attack with the water as is. But we don't need to worry about that because right now we've just obtained flying armor, our first blue soul of the game, and has the effect of helping us with our jumps. Right there are killer fish. They're kind of annoying to attack with our knife because they can sit right below the surface of the water, and unless you jump in to have yourself sink that tiny bit, you can't hit them. Just as the peeping eye cannot hit you with any part of it besides its eye. So we have ways to go. To the right here is a save room. Save rooms are kind of easy to identify.